Okay, happy Monday, everyone. Some crazy overnight moves here. Give me a thumbs up in the chat if you guys can hear me, see me. Yep, morning, morning. Cool. So Andrew will be on in a bit, but yeah, been some crazy moves. Obviously, overnight we can see obviously all of the Mag 7 down so far. Bitcoin's up 3%, oil's up 9%, call it 10%, and yeah, just been some crazy volume and volatility coming to the markets. The VIX is above 25. I haven't seen this in a while. So yeah, just be careful of the of your sizing right now, and take it one day at a time. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting market open. Say what's up in the chat, and we'll get going here in a bit. The open is in 8 minutes right now. What's up, Dal? Biz, morning. What is the stat for the single break RB for London session? We'll have a look at that. Trev, what's up, bro? Good to have you guys all on. Cool. So, yeah, obviously RB Zinc plays the RB quite a bit. An interesting point to look at is on the daily time frame on ES, we are back at that 200 EMA. We literally pinned it overnight, and that we haven't seen in a while. So that's going to be a very interesting one. So yeah, what's up? What's up, Bobby? What's up, French? Cool. So very interesting one here. As I said, ES sitting at that daily 200 EMA. So we go to some of the edgeful stats here. Obviously, I'm going to wait for the opening range to be set, and then we'll go from there. But let's have a look at some of the edgeful statistics here at the minute. So you wanted the RB. I don't really use the RB in the London session. I mainly use the opening candle continuation, the previous day's range, but we can have a look at the RB for sure. Let's have a look. Okay, yeah, Andrew says he's coming on now in a bit. So RB, you would have to look up here. We can have a look at the London session. Single break is actually not great in the London session. Single breaks only 31% of the time. Whereas if we have it in the last 6 months, whereas in the New York session, single break is 73% of the time. So that's on ES. You can have a look at NASDAQ as well. Okay, single break on the NASDAQ in the New York session, 78 compared to the London session. Single breaks only 33% of the time. So very often you double break in the London session, whereas New York single break is 78% of the time. My favorite reports to have a look at previous day's range, opening candle continuation, and then the RB is obviously quite nice. So yeah, I would say I more use the opening candle continuation with the orb and VWAP, right? That's kind of my go-to. So I think if we still hold underneath these levels, which is Friday's low, 714 on ES, I think we could still see more downside. We gapped down on ES quite heavily, like 100 points. So volume and volatility is definitely back in the markets. Cool. How's everyone's weekend been? How did you end your Friday last week? Very interesting. Thanks for checking. Double breaks, probably due to smaller RB. Correct. Yeah. London session, because of obviously the smaller RB size. Double breaks, that could be a reason for the double breaks for sure. Because volume and volatility is obviously a lot lower in the London session. It picks up into the New York Open. But what we have been seeing more recently is where we gap down overnight and then into the open, we actually move higher. So let's stay vigilant, stay wary of that. Don't just want to come in with a short bias and start selling, unnecessarily. As I said, we can also see the Mag 7 stocks are trading lower. However, that could obviously change heading into the open. The DAX actually picked up quite aggressively. We actually almost have come back to Friday's lows. On the DAX, we gapped down, and now we are actually trading back higher. So we're down 3% at one point. So keep that in mind. From my side on my YouTube channel, for those watching there, I did just release a video based on my payouts. I got another FTMO payout coming today, but I do have this video. You guys can go check it out after today's stream. Okay, for those watching on my channel, I did just release a video going over my February and my month's payouts there. So you guys can go check that out as well. I'll share that in the chat. You guys can stream. Okay, so go check that out. Here comes André on. Yo, what's up, brother?
What's up, bro? How's my audio?
No, you need to change. You need to change. Yeah. But I got the local recordings on today. I know Friday we had some sick trades, so we'll have to do with those clips. But I got the local recordings on today.
Perfect.
Yeah, that sounds better. Some VIX is trading above.
This is better, right?
Bro. Yeah, much better. Yep.
Okay, good.
Yeah, bro. VIX is trading above 25, so volatility is definitely here. And oil is up 10%. Bitcoin's up 4%, bro. That's actually pretty interesting. I think Bitcoin would have been selling off, but clearly not.
Thankfully.
Yeah. And then gold is trading lower. Oil's up. It was up at one stage this morning. When it gapped up, it was up like 26%, but it's come back down now, up 9-10%. So pretty crazy moves over there at the minute. But yeah, I got a prop firm payout coming today after stream, and then we'll see if we can keep running it up. Yeah, I think it's like 4K or something like that. So
beautiful.
Yeah. Do you have any thoughts on the market? We've got the market open in 2 minutes. It's actually a bit of I'm having to adjust a little bit because it's you guys had daylight savings yesterday, so the market opens an hour earlier my time now. So instead of 4:30, it's now 3:30.
Yeah, I wish we can get rid of it. To be honest, is daylight savings. To be honest.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm new here. Is edgeful more helpful for? Oh, there you go. You got it first.
There you go. Yeah, for US futures only or stocks as well. Yeah.
It's anything. So whether you trade options, equities, futures, Forex, crypto, you can use edgeful. Now, one thing just to be clear about is that there's two live features which have live data, the what's in play and the screener. Those two features only have stock data and futures data. So if you trade options, stocks, or futures, you'll be able to use like the entire product. But if you trade Forex or crypto, you're just not going to get the live. You got it. You're just not going to get the live data for crypto or Forex in the what's in play or the screener.
Yeah. 100%.
And let me pull up my screen here for a second.
Yeah, I've walked over what I'm really looking at this morning, but yeah.
I mean, a big sell-off like this, I'm not sure. I feel like we had the same exact conversation yesterday, Friday. But a big sell-off like this right now, overnight, really big gap on the daily time frame of 1%. It's pretty unheard of, to be honest. And if I just pull up edgeful quick, where'd it go? So okay. There's been in the last 6 months on the daily time frame, one gap up between 0.7 and 0.99%. That did not fill. There was one gap down between 0.7 and 0.99%. That also did not fill. I'm not saying today's not going to fill because the market did just open and we are pushing. We're not that far away anymore. But this daily gap of 0.92 is different. So if it fills in the New York session, just so you guys know, it will count towards the daily session, obviously. But the gap in the New York session, if we use the ultimate reversal setup indicator here, it's actually not too big. Actually, it is pretty big at 1%. So it would be a significant move to get the gap filled today. But I do not recommend jumping into a trade just yet because you got to wait for things to play out. This catalyst overnight was due to the move overnight was due to a catalyst. So you just want to really be careful jumping into a trade just yet. So
Yeah. Also, we have been seeing where we've been gapping down and then recovering quite a bit into the open. Overnight gap, like same as like Friday, right? Where we gap down and then recover into the open. So, like I can already see, all of the Mag 7 stocks were red. Now, actually, NVIDIA turning a bit green on the day as we speak. So there we go. We've had the open. Let's see what we do get.
Yeah, NVIDIA is pushing.
Yeah.
NVIDIA is green. Palantir is green. You want to be really patient now, just with this, with the trading. Like, you don't want to be jumping into any trades right at the open. Just be really patient. We do have, if you pull up your what's in play. So for anyone who's new, over here in your left sidebar, every single edgeful sub has the what's in play. In the template section, you can put the most popular. It should load by default, but you have the most popular template automatically in there for you. And what this does, what the feature is it pretty much gives you your A+ setups every single day, right? So it feeds live data through the reports to tell you when certain things are actually setting up and what you should be looking at for when they're setting up. Nico, refresh, or Nick, sorry, I don't know where your name ends, but you can say, I see you're saying it's stuck loading. Definitely refresh. Or if maybe just close out of the app or close out of the tab and open it back up, but I'm not having an issue here. And also just maybe you want to reset to the most popular template, but here you're going to get your A+ setups. Now, there's not always going to be A+ setups that form every day, obviously, but you are going to get, if there are any, you're going to see it based on the percentages here, right? So you can see I have my data filter from 65 to 100%. And you can see there's a section here filtered out by data filters. And you can see these are all the setups that are that have formed, but that aren't high quality. So for me, I don't like to look at this. I have it closed because I don't want to see anything that's not a higher quality setup. I have my filter set to 65%. You can set it to 60 or you can set it to 70. Obviously, the higher you go, the less that could possibly be in here. I think 65 is really a good area because you get to see some other things as well. But yeah. Hopefully we don't get another big divergence on ES and NQ, to be honest. I would really.
Yeah. Yes, not really do much, and NQ picking up a little bit, yeah, into the open. Yeah, we saw that quite heavily on Friday as well, where Nasdaq was trading a lot more aggressively to the high side than than ES. But again, just be careful with your stop placements and everything like that, guys. When the VIX, the VIX is trading at above 25. We haven't seen these levels since in quite some time. So yeah, we haven't seen actually the VIX above 25. Let's put my screen on here. We haven't seen the VIX above 25 since. Let's go like this. Yeah, it hasn't been at this level since literally back in April where we had the tariffs and everything. So.
Well, yeah, there's some pretty significant international geopolitical issues right now. And
for sure,
I hope that everything gets resolved, obviously, but I'm, yeah, I don't know. It creates, obviously, like, number one priority is like, hey, let's make sure that everything is like peacefully resolved, but also it creates a pretty not great trading environment because you don't really know what the next headline is going to be or whatever else.
Correct. Yeah, that does make it quite tricky for sure.
Yeah. So.
Here we go.
I'm just waiting here. I'm not super interested. There is a little bit of a seeming to be a divergence here between ES and NQ. NQ is taking out the Globex high, the overnight high, or actually the daily high today.
Yeah.
And ES has not. It's close, but it hasn't. So just one thing to point out there is you just want to be patient, obviously.
Yes. Yeah. Most of the time we find trades after the first 50 minutes is set, just so those that are watching know. Yeah, I mean, these gap downs have been pretty violent, bro.
Yeah.
What's up?
I'm not really going to trust a move, to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not really, I'm very skeptical of like these moves right now, whether to the top or bottom side. Like, I don't usually love to plot overnight zones or overnight areas, but for sure, this stands out to me. This area here stands out to me. That would be something like this here on ES. I would be curious to see how price reacts here, breaking this little structure low, breaking this structure low. If price can hold in this area, I would be more interested in the longs, but I definitely would want to see a move well into this area first. Good morning, Mark. So just be patient today. Yeah. Big moves overnight. You don't want to do anything crazy.
Yeah, I mean, the more patient you are, you probably find a nice trade today, especially with this volatility, maybe even in both directions. You traded short to the downside on Friday, and I traded long. So make sure to go rewatch that video. I think it's that stream. I think was pretty cool to see.
Yeah. If I do take a trade today, if momentum doesn't really pick up, it will definitely be a scalp. Like, I will not be looking for a bigger move.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts? Let's talk about this for a second. What did you think about the race? Did you watch it?
Yeah, I did. It was pretty interesting. Yeah. Ferrari always messing it up though.
Yeah. Yeah, which is actually so sad.
I see you love Mercedes, edgeful, because you're putting Lewis as your. Did you see I commented on the Instagram?
Yeah, I saw that Instagram and I was like, I didn't make that obviously, but I was like, God, who made? I was like, who made that?
Apparently, you put it in. The Greg told me.
What do you think of the race?
No, it was obviously early hours my time, bro. So I had to rewatch the recording. I watched like the 10-minute recap on YouTube.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was. I mean, it's going to be super interesting this year.
They're
all complaining about the cars, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming it'll get sorted out. But obviously, I think it's very weird that it's not like pure racing. Like, whoever goes fast, like, you're slowing down at unnecessary, like before you normally would, like all these other things, where you're just trying to recharge the battery for like the next 3 corners. Yeah, I mean, that's not really racing, I guess. But that battle between Leclerc and Russell was awesome.
It's gonna be good.
Like, that was in my opinion, that battle between Charles and George was amazing to watch, and like that would never happen otherwise.
No,
I just don't understand. First of all, I don't know how these cars work. Obviously, I don't think anyone really does. But Max was saying that his rear axle in qualifying just like locked.
Jeez. Whew,
like, I don't know how that happens. I don't know if it's like part of the new system they have where whatever happens. But I was listening to something this morning that said pretty much like they have different AIs or like different like computers that decide when to deploy the power, or like when to reserve the power, when to deploy the power. Like, what if the driver doesn't want it at that point? Like, how would it?
No.
Like, what if you're trying to avoid someone and it's like, okay, here's more power. So that I'm not really sure. I mean, I'm assuming it'll get worked out, but I did like the additional overtaking. Like, to be honest, usually if someone overtakes for the lead, there's no, like, that's it, like they're gone. So I did like the fact that Charles and George were going at it. Do I wish that they would bring back the V10s and just say, let's get rid of, or do I wish that they would actually bring back the manuals? I don't care about the lap time. I don't care about the lap time. I don't care about the speed. Bring back the manuals and let them all like race with the manual transmissions like in the 80s and 90s. Like, that would be awesome. But yeah, I mean, I do prefer the overtaking. I do prefer that like the qualifying doesn't. Yeah, I do prefer that qualifying doesn't really set the order. Like last year, if you were on pole, you pretty much won. If you were fifth, you pretty much got fifth, unless you're Verstappen, because no matter where he is, he always manages to make up some places. But yeah, I mean, Ferrari strategy is always a disaster.
Always manage to clown it out.
It's actually kind of crazy, dude. Like, they would be so much better.
I don't understand. Like, you engineers getting paid millions of dollars a year and you still manage to mess it up, bro. Like, I don't understand that. But
like, they should have it was like the most obvious call to at least put one of the guys in, like what Lewis said. He was like, one of us should have come in during the first safety car.
Sure.
And I don't know. I mean, they're really riding on the Schumacher and like Schumacher's era, and then 30 years before that. Like, their last title was 2007 or 2007 with Kimi Räikkönen.
Yeah.
So, like, you're not Ferrari anymore. You haven't won in almost 20 years.
Yeah, so we're going to have the opening range getting set in the next minute. Interesting spot where we're sitting at it on the NASDAQ.
This is very slow, to be honest.
Yeah, it's not actually moving too aggressively.
Like, it's a pretty big orb, 0.7%. So, like, my algo is not going to go off today. But like, I feel like it really formed very slowly. So just something to kind of keep in mind there.
Yeah, it's not like hasn't been too aggressive.
Yeah.
And we got the whole week, guys. Mondays have been bullish days in the last like 2 years as well. So keep that in mind.
Do we have data today?
Let's have a look. Actually, I forgot. No, no data. Only CPR on Wednesday.
Yeah, volatility is increasing here. I think that and again, what I did last week was I went to edgeful AI, and I'm just going to put in the orb report here. Specifically, I'm going to go on NQ. And by the way, guys, if you have any feedback on edgeful AI, it is available to all users of edgeful. Please, please, please reach out to our support and tell us, hey, this is good and this is bad. I hate this. I love this. Like, it's still very, very early with our release of this. So we're obviously going to improve it significantly over the next few months. But just if you have 2 minutes to give us some feedback, you can send it this way. That would be amazing for us to kind of understand what you guys like. In this case, you can just say speak to an agent directly. If you open this up, you will talk to an AI first, but just say speak to an agent, skip the AI piece, and just let us know, like, if you have 2 minutes, that would be awesome. It'd be super helpful to us, and then also therefore helpful to you, because we would make the product better based on your feedback. Like, otherwise, we're not going to be able to do that.
And Nasdaq bouncing here at this level, which was actually previous week's lows as well, 395. All below as well. And he traded Thursday. Yep. Yeah, I think Friday was actually a very good stream to go and rewatch if you want to go check that out. You got the nice shorts, and then I got the longs later on in the session. Right? Don't you agree?
Yeah. No, it was great. I was just asking the edgeful AI for some
to what way to trade.
Yeah, you're not going to get an answer for that. So
yeah.
If you guys want that, sorry.
Where should I full port my eval?
Yeah, exactly.
Dude,
so if you
had someone on Friday asking on the pre-market stream, should I full port into NFP? I'm like, that's gambling. Why don't you just go put on $50 on red and black? You probably have a better edge. Yeah.
Dude, if people treated their evals like it was their actual money, they would not waste as much money on it.
Yeah.
And it sucks because like people, like you don't even realize you reset, you buy this, you buy that. And like by the end of the month, you're $1,500 in on like evals that
you've just been sending it the whole time. Yeah.
Yeah. Like treat it seriously. And like, I say this all the time, but everyone has a point when you're starting your trading journey. In the beginning, everyone has this delusion that they're going to 2 months, I'm going to get it. It's going to click. I'm going to make money, whatever. And what happens is maybe you get lucky, maybe you don't, maybe you have some success, maybe you learn a little bit faster than other people. But there's always a point where you're going to break your rules over and over again. But there is going to be a point where you lose enough money to where you stop breaking your rules. And some people, that's going to be $1,000. Some people, that's going to be $20,000. Some people, it's going to be $100,000 before they're like, all right, enough is enough. I've messed around too much. I need to really dial it in. There is a different number for everyone. When you get there, you're going to know. I don't know what the number is. Everyone thinks the number is lower than it actually is. But try to keep that number as low as possible. Give yourself a budget. Like here's the cost of my tuition. Here's the cost of like how much I'm willing to invest to learn and give myself the experience to build this skill. But after that, really try as hard as you can to not break your rules. And that's actually partially why I am so picky with my entries, which actually is hurting me a little bit now. But it's partially why I'm so picky with my entries, because I used to have a rule. I used to just enter on continuation down, right? So like theoretically, just trying to make an example here, I would buy up here, right? And then it just pulls back. And I noticed that every time I would buy, there was a pullback. Every time I would sell, there was a bounce. So I'm like, okay, I wait for the bounce now. Now that is something that like I've built into my mental model of trading. I don't enter when there's continuation. Like anyone who's watched the stream for more than like twice when I was on it knows that I would never, ever, ever, ever buy here. I would need a pullback into an area that would give me a place to set a valid stop and everything else. And that's because of all the times I bought and got stopped out over and over again. Where I'm like, I should have just entered here instead of putting my stop there. That's kind of the way that I've gone about it.
I do like the longs on this price level if we want to bounce here, though, I must say. Still trading above overnight VWAP. We're at the opening range low now. Just want to see what just want to see what stocks do. NVDA, And NVIDIA trying to hold up here. Off these lows.
Yeah, I was saying that I definitely want a pullback to this area to even consider getting long, but we'll have to see how this how it goes.
And NVIDIA trying to hold up off these lows here at 175, 176.
I need for me personally on NQ, I need a much larger move down to be able to take these longs here.
Why is that? Why do you want a larger move down?
I don't think that this move here, I would like to see, there was, and I usually don't look at these zones, but today I want to be a little bit more, like I want to add a little bit more confluence. I just, if you look at my chart here, one sec. If you look at my chart here, I'm just going to go to a 15-minute.
Yep.
Like visually to me, what I would expect is whatever, let's just do this. I would not expect price to just do one of these without doing this.
Sure, like a deeper pullback.
I would just expect, there was clearly some, this is where initially there was a consolidation for 3 hours overnight in this area here. A move up, consolidation again, a move back down. I would expect a little bit, I would want to see buyers hold here, this specific area. Now it's a huge zone, it's like 100 points, but I would want to see buyers hold this before I would get long. There's no way I would get long before price came into this area. Same thing here. This zone is very similar on ES. I would want to see a little bit of I want to see it come into this, and I want to see, ideally, something like that. Those are my thoughts on this. If I'm going to get long, there has to be a move into this area, and some sort of selling has to be absorbed of some kind for me to get long here, for sure.
Got it. And then obviously we still have 30 minutes until the RB state, so we can get like a good gauge of what markets will, Doesn't seem like we're getting too big of, like the moves aren't as violent as I thought they would be personally.
Yeah, same. It's super slow, but I've been treating the same 5 accounts like it's my own money, still working them to pay out slow and steady. Slow and steady is the way. Yeah. Slow and steady is the way. Everyone wants to get a payout in 3 weeks. Everyone wants to get a payout in like the next 3 days. They're like, oh, people are passing evals left and right. I'm on Twitter. I see all this stuff. People are making money. I'm not making money. It's like, guys, take it slow. You want to do this for the next 5 years, right? For the next 10 years, for the next 15 years, right? Not for the next 2 weeks. So let's expand our timeline and have a little bit more patience, which, again, sometimes I speak like I'm some sort of robot that's like this, whatever, like, oh, I have no emotions in my trade. Like I built a data company for trading. Yes, I also have emotions when I trade, right? I also tilt. I'm not like this perfect person. So I'm not going to speak to you guys like as if I'm this perfect person. I'm not, but expand your time horizon. And I know some people are under more pressure to make money sooner. Some people are not. Everyone's situation is unique, but if you need to make money tomorrow, it's going to be really difficult for you to make money trading. If you have to make money tomorrow, it's very difficult.
There's actually a, I'll remember a quote now that you're just saying this. I'm going to try along here, by the way, Andrea, just along off this opening range. So I'm in at 383. I'm going to try along here with stops underneath the lows. I'm going to try to take it back up to the highs. You actually remind me of a quote that I remember reading. It's like, you say you want to trade for, full time, but you act like you need to retire tomorrow, something like that. It's like,
Dude, it's crazy. Like, again, I'm not this perfect person. No, whatever, people think I'm a robot. I understand why. Like, I'm psychotic about certain things, but like a lot of people, they're like, I need to make money tomorrow. I'm going to buy this $9 eval and it's going to make me $20,000 in the next month. Like, guys, no. It's not how it works. Like, there's a process, and I don't know. It's just, I heard this thing. I don't know if you guys know or like Chris Williamson. I don't know. Sometimes,
I like Chris. Yeah,
I like him too. And sometimes, like, the stuff he says is just like too much. I'm like, dude, come on, man. Like, this. Personally, for me, I went like way off the rails with like the whole health optimization thing. Like, you need to have your filtered shower head. You need to do this type of water. You need to cannot use these chemicals. You need to whatever, all this other stuff. You need to turn the lights off in your house before a certain time so you can sleep properly, whatever, all of the things, right? Like, all of those like guys like Huberman and whoever else, I've unfollowed them. I just can't do it anymore. I cannot do it anymore. It's like, dude, enough is enough. Like, we're not going to die.
America turn your lights off at a certain time. Yeah, like that, dude. I'm not going to do that. Yeah,
dude. Like, America was built on beer, cigarettes, and burgers. Like, what are we doing? Like, everyone's going to be fine. Everyone is going to be fine. So, I don't even know what was. Chris Williamson. So that's because he's like the perfect like epitome for me of like this like health optimization, like life optimization guy. But he talks about unteachable lessons. That is such an interesting concept of like unteachable lessons. For example, everyone says anyone that like, you look at the multi-billionaires, you look at these guys, like, money doesn't make you happy. Everyone on the planet has heard money doesn't make you happy. But everyone's like, I'll do anything it takes to make money. And then, like, it's an unteachable lesson. Like, you can't teach someone that. They have to experience it for yourself. Like, they have to experience it for themselves.
Yeah, it's only the game can teach you the game. Yeah, trading is like that, bro. I agree.
Trading is like that. Exactly. No life optimization, more trade optimization. Love it. And more caffeine optimization. So I'm going to get another coffee. I'll be right back.
Yes, sir. Okay, so I'm in at 383, guys, at the moment on NQ. I'm just trying a small long here off the bottom of the range. Nothing too hectic. I do like the longs off of this level. We're trading above the overnight VWAP in the video, and that's trying to hold up off these lows. So we can see if we can get moved to the high side. That's my play that I'm in at the moment. But let's see how it goes. Hope that you guys had a good weekend as well. Got some time off the charts. Time to relax with the family. But yeah, it should be a good week. I've got a big stop on this. Markets have been markets have been swinging quite aggressively. So I'm not trying to be too aggressive on a Monday. So we'll take it one good trade at a time. See if I can get back up towards those like highs over there at 481. That would be like a nice level to start looking to take profits for sure.
I'm back.
There you go. So I'm in these longs. I'm just trying to target back towards like these 480 zones. So I'm in at 380. That'll be 100 points. So yeah, just I do like the level that we are coming off of. But I could definitely see it maybe coming lower. So I'm not in with my weekly risk.
Where is your stop?
My stop's underneath the daily view up. So 270, call it. I've got a big stop on this, bro.
Oof.
Yeah. I don't want to be with a move like this. I mean, I am targeting 100 points with a 100-point stop. So it's not bad.
Yeah.
So let's see what ES is doing. Yeah, ES kind of doing the same thing. NVDA. NVDA is trying to hold up off these lows. You can see it's trying to bounce. Yeah. And if we get follow through on NVDA, that would be pretty obviously. We should pick up on the Nasdaq.
By the way, guys, I don't know how many of you enjoy reading articles on Twitter, but I just put a really good article in the chat. If you guys want to check that out, I definitely recommend. So it was really popular. People obviously really liked it, but I just want to give you guys that in case you're interested. Just if you don't want to read it right now, just bookmark it so you can read it later. Yeah. It's not that long, but it is an interesting concept to look at. It's not in play today, but definitely something to look at. But
there you go. We're starting to. NVIDIA is trying to bounce here, bro. So this should bring NQ higher.
Yeah, Broadcom's up. Google's pushing new high of day. Apple's looks like it's kind of pushing here. Meta kind of needs to get it together, honestly. But wow, NQ's really pushing hard.
Yeah.
Honestly, like I'm not even mad that it's just ripping like this. Like there was no way I was going to take that. It's just not my. Because I can't risk 100 points.
No, of course, yeah. The sizing will be completely different.
Yeah. Yeah, looking at the higher time frame here, like I would like to see some. I'd like to see something here, to be honest. But there's a giant consolidation here. Giant consolidation. Like 30-minute is a complete barcode. 1 hour is practically a barcode. 4 hours, not great. But the 30-minute, the 15-minute are like the most obvious barcodes here.
Okay.
And
sorry, sorry, Andrew. I'm going to close some profits. I did say I was going to look back to the odds. I'm up 80 points on this trade, so I'm going to take out 75% and then try and leave a runner to opening range high. That's my plan right now. So
beautiful trade, bro.
Closed for 80 points. 75%. Leaving runners to orb high. So that's my plan right now. On this, I definitely think I like this 5-minute bar, so I definitely want to see if I can still get.
Dude, this is you got a great entry. Like to be honest, I don't want to influence your trade, but I would hold until
I'm trying to. Yeah, so I got 25% left of my position. I'm gonna see if I can get up. Orb high would be 525. Call it.
Yeah, I would leave just. I mean, I don't know what the units are called with CFDs, but I would leave something to the 24,600. Now, I wouldn't personally I know your trading style. That's why I'm saying it. But the outside, and I'm only saying it because the outside days report, which I'll show in just a second, but it's the likelihood of tagging this previous day's low here is pretty high.
Getting some volatility now.
Well, yeah, now we're getting a move. What's going on here? Is there a headline?
Oh,
there has to be a headline.
Jeez.
There has to be a headline.
Okay, I got tagged on the rest. That was quick. There has to be a headline. What came out there? Let's get your screen up. Let's have a look.
Hold on one sec. Does anyone know what the headline was here? As crazy as this sounds right now, not a bad place to get long.
No. True.
Dude, Financial Juice honestly sucks. This site is so bad. Like I can never sign in. It never works. As crazy as it sounds, an extremely high risk long right now. Like
on NQ, yeah.
Yeah.
Back at my entry price. It wouldn't be a bad price at all.
Dude, financial juice is actually the worst. You don't think so, dude? Are you able to sign in? Like, I literally cannot sign in.
Yeah, I'm signed in, but I just use a generic email on my emails. But I only use it for breaking, like, headline news. I don't use it for scheduled news. Oh, that was quite an aggressive move, bro.
It was an 80-point move in literally probably 15 seconds.
Okay, well, I got tagged on rest, but I'll see if I can get as you said, like, I don't think it's a bad spot to be looking for longs again.
Yeah. Let me, I'm trying to sign in to Financial Juice and it's not working. Okay.
So, sorry, let me get your screen up. There we go.
I mean, guys in the chat, what do you think about the longs here? High risk, to be clear. Very high risk. There has to be a catalyst. I don't know what it is. I do see that there was oil-related Greek-operated tanker with 1 million barrels.
Financial juice.
Ship trackers. Interesting. I mean, if you're going to go short, I feel like ES is the one to short for sure. It's already into this consolidation overnight, but
yeah. No, I don't have anything coming across my financial juice, at least for me.
Yeah, I mean, neither do I, but
yeah, very aggressive move. Wow. Just be careful, guys.
Yeah, you want to be careful for sure.
And it is back at my entry price. I might look for a re-entry here. Okay, so it tapped on the rest there.
Yeah, this was a 100-point 1-minute candle on NVDA here. That's insane. If I'm interested in the shorts, I'm going to short ES. If I want to take the longs, I'm going to take NQ.
Just marking this up. Yeah, geez, Bitcoin's up 4%. Oil's up 13%, 14% again.
ES new low of day. I'm getting more tempted to take these shorts, to be honest.
Okay, I'm flat right now, so.
The thing is, I don't love this entry here on ES, to be honest. Yeah, usually whenever I see a move like this, like a 100-point 1-minute candle or whatever it is, usually my initial instinct is like take the opposite side. Like whatever it is, it's overdone.
Yeah.
Like take the opposite trade. Like that's why I was saying super high risk long. But obviously you don't know. Like it can if it is a real. The reason I said someone tell me the news is because I didn't see anything on
financial juice. Yeah.
Yeah, and like if there is a real catalyst, that like you don't want to do that.
No.
But
sometimes these moves they fake out like that, and then they're just shaking out and reversing.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind trying the shorts here with like a 45-point stop on NQ, but NQ is stronger than ES right now. I just don't have as good of structure here for ES. If we get a pop back up to the orb low, I will take a short on ES. One of these.
Sure.
I will try that. But I am not super confident we're going to get it, to be honest.
Yeah, what's NVDA doing on that? So NVDA also sparked down quite aggressively, but still middle of the range.
Yeah, the thing is I want to short ES, not NQ, but the structure here on NQ is better. I don't know. You also don't have to take a trade, to be clear.
Yeah. Yeah.
You do not have to take a trade. So.
Yeah, NQ still at those lows. Oh, this can be tricky, bro.
Yeah. I do want a little bit of a bounce on ES to take this short. I just don't know. Like if that was a completely fake out move, I'm going to get torched.
Wow.
I'm curious to see how ES does right now. The thing is that the structure is not as good, and I know I've said it a few times. I'm just trying to like think out loud so you guys can at least see what I'm thinking about. But if ES can break above this orb and then fail, I will probably take the short. It is a little bit higher risk here just because there's obviously a catalyst, but
so I'm NQ still at the opening range low.
I'm trying a short here, a starter, but we'll have to see what happens here. This is higher risk for sure. I don't want to be. This is what happened a while ago, where I was like, I wanted to touch the orb low, and now it was literally one tick away, and it didn't touch it, and now I'm not going to take the trade. So I do want to be a little bit more. I want to just like get something in there, and we'll see how it goes. Realistically, at new low of day, I will probably stop. I will probably take profits, and then my stop will be 10 points into like a move back into the orb is where I'm gonna. Or actually, you know what? I might add here, so I can actually get a position in, and then.
She's been moving, bro. It's an aggressive move.
Okay. Now now we'll see how this goes. So my okay.
Where's your stop on this?
Just around the 60 area. So it's overall a 10-point stop. So
60,
right now
60
I have
area,
it set.
3,
Right.
what, 4.
Right now I have a chunk at 61 and a chunk at 62. I have half and half, but.
So we also have just a heads up 13 minutes until the RB sets, guys.
Yeah. This is definitely higher risk. The first entry was early, but I didn't want to miss the trade. This might be a loser for me.
Tricky price action, bro.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, NQ is really, I see still quite confident in the longs. No real news. I might get stopped out of this. I might be totally wrong. And it looks like I'm about to get stopped out.
Yeah, NVIDIA's ripping here, bro. Jeez, back down and then.
Yep, looks like it's gonna make a new high. Broadcom's at the highs. Meta's lagging, but NVIDIA's pushing. So my trade might be in the dumpster. I'm just going to let it play out. It's a higher risk trade. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
Yeah, it's first trade of the week.
I have a feeling this is just going to rip.
Well, NVIDIA is green on the day now.
Yeah, NVIDIA's pushing. Google's into high of day. Meta's lagging. Apple's close to high of day. Broadcom is pushing. This trade is probably not going to go well. I'm not going to mess with it. I do want to close it, to be honest. But, yeah,
Yeah, my orb never went off today because of the sizing.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a feeling this is going to be a loser, but I just don't want to mess with it because, like, I don't want to interfere. Might practically break even now. And I'm green. By the way, I have one target at the low of day. And then I have the rest right here at 37-ish. I want to move my stop, but I would not be surprised if this bounces. Oof, what a wick. What a wick. Yeah, I'm just going to sit. Like, I'm not going to mess around with it because it was just down 10 points, then back up 2 points. Now I'm waiting. I'm being patient. I'm not going to mess around with it. I'm going to leave it. We're gonna wait. And wow. Yeah,
dude, look
this
at
is
this.
crazy.
Oh my goodness. Dude, that's a I mean, we've already had a 100-point 1 minute bar.
This is a 50-point bar, 1 minute candle on. This is definitely going to be a loser now. Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna try long again, Andre. Sorry, I'm gonna.
No, I'm out. I'm
okay.
out.
I'm trying along. I'm in again at 400. I'm gonna try opening range high. So I'm just trying to try a smaller size because I'm already up on the day from that previous winner. I'm just trying opening range higher. So
yeah, this is crazy, dude. I'm not gonna lie. On this candle, I thought I was gonna continue down, but this is absolutely insane.
So let me go. So I got a retest over there on that. I got halfway through this 1 minute bar. So I'm targeting back to the opening range high. That's me.
Yeah.
Dude, this is pretty crazy. I mean, that 1 minute bar that it just closed now was 95 points.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, to be honest. It was a high risk short, but yeah, I'm not really like mad about it. There's gonna be another day. I could have closed it, but I didn't really want to. I wanted to let it play out. I mean, these types of bars, 100-point red bar, and then followed by like 10 minutes, 20 minutes later, another 100-point green bar. Like, yeah, it's super tough to trade that. Like, if it goes in your favor, that's awesome, but you can't predict a 100-point 1 minute bar on NQ.
No.
Yeah, NQ made a high of day. Google's at a high of day. So,
what's ES doing? ES as well, bouncing a little bit, off of those lows. Yeah, wow, dude.
This is crazy, dude.
Okay, so I'm still long at NQ at 401. So I'm just targeting opening range high on this move.
Wow, good entry.
Yeah, I had to be pretty quick with that, bro, on that 1 minute. Yeah, good. Yeah, it's a good 50. Look at ES now. Sorry, NASDAQ now on the 50-minute. Looks like we want to break out of this range that we've been in since pre-market. NVDA is now green on the day. Erased the gap down as well.
It's crazy, dude. Yeah, NVIDIA's pushing. Wow, Meta also really pushing too now.
5 minutes till the RB sets. Yeah, Meta. Wow, off those lows. Yeah.
The thing for me now is like, if I want to get long, like I'm stuck. Like I'm not gonna. How do you enter long here?
Well, yeah, it's a pretty tough long entry for sure.
Yeah.
So as long as you hold above the New York session VWAP here on this NASDAQ, I like opening range high as my target still. You know, like this pullback.
407.
Yeah. Well, opening range high would be up at 520.
No, the VWAP.
Oh, VWAP, yeah. VWAP said, yeah, 407. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, what's oil doing? Yeah, oil's, yeah. Wow.
I mean, dude, if this falls back below, if ES falls back below the orb low, I'm not gonna lie, I would not hate the short. Because then the IB, like we get all the IB stats now. You know,
Yeah.
like we get the highs going to be formed first. We get the red opening candle. We get all the other IB stats. Like I would not hate a move to the downside if we can get below the orb low again. So I need to see how it
like
works.
maybe a long here at this level, not yet.
We might get a barcode all day, to be honest. We might get trash all day. Like it might just be this for the rest of the day. Like that sucks. Because if we get this, like then you just get, you got to be, I mean, I don't recommend, if this continues, I would say try not to trade, but the issue is you need to be picking the extremes here, and that's really hard to do. So what's going on here? Oh, Google's reversing now. Or not reversing, but just kind of like flushing a little bit.
Yeah, be careful on your sizing, guys, especially on the futures contract.
Yeah.
I mean, we
It
have
is interesting.
Fullbacks of 80 points, 100 points.
Yeah. If the orb low fails, I mean, if the orb low fails here, I mean, on ES, I would be interested in the shorts. Yeah, I don't really know what to do here. You just gotta have to wait.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing, I would say.
Yeah.
Long at 406 is my second entry. I took a long earlier for a win of 80 points and then got stopped on my runner. The swings are violent, bro. Wow, I'm just watching price. I'm just trying to step back and watch price just move on the side, and it's moving very, very violently.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Let me switch over to the what's in play here.
Yeah, the RB is just said, so we'll get the screener now in a bit too.
Yeah.
So
we have a very mixed bag on the what's in play right now.
Sure.
Like not good at all. So do not push today. Literally 33% across the board. This is a perfect split. So please do not push. The IB stats are short biased. Some of the other stats are long biased. So just be careful. If you are going to take a trade, just be careful.
So, yeah, what is the blue box? That's the orb, right, André,
This is
on
the
yours?
no, the blue box here is the New York session.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, that blue box.
Also, the perfect IB setup. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about right now. Is I'll just put the IB indicator here. It's on ES. Yeah, it's pretty solid. That's why I'm leaning to the short side right now. To be honest, this is like for sure. I think I'm just gonna try it again. I just don't. The issue here is that NVIDIA is making new high of day.
Yeah.
Google's near the high of day. Like the confluence doesn't seem to be there, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean,
NVIDIA is breaking. NVIDIA is now taking the opening range high on the 50-minute chart as well.
yeah. But yeah, this is like textbook IB setup the way that Zinc trades it. I kind of want to just try it, dude. I mean,
yeah, let's see what my screen is set up. Yeah. Mine's still majority leaning short bias at the moment on my screen, at least.
yeah.
But still mixed.
I just tried. I'm taking a little bit here. Whatever. It's my entry's at 665. I'm using lighter size. This is definitely higher risk.
Oh, you're on yes, yeah?
Yeah. Definitely higher risk because of NVIDIA here, of Apple, of Google. But I do want to push towards the IB stats right now, the IB by rejection. Higher risk, so please be careful. Like, don't just copy the trades, but I'm just going to try it. If it doesn't work, it's not the end of the world. Yeah, what a mess is correct. These candles are not great. I do think that this is a pretty good opportunity for the IB by rejection, the opening candle continuation. Like, it's a pretty good setup. The issue is that what's in play is very mixed right now. I've actually never seen it like this, where it's split into thirds. And yeah, I just it's a sketchy trade, to be honest. But I'm gonna get another coffee, let this play out, and we'll see.
So I'm still in those longs, guys, but I'm on NQ. Yeah. Yeah, it has been up. Yeah, so I'm still long on. Let's go to my NASDAQ trade. I'm looking for opening range high. I'm still long on there, like that. I still like, as long as we hold above the opening range low and the New York session VWAP, I'm still going to be looking to hold these longs up into the highs. Okay, so that's my plan. I know André short, yes, but yeah, I like the foundation, the build that we've got here on NASDAQ. I'm looking to take it up to 520. That would be my play on that. So that's what I'm looking for at the moment. Yeah, we are looking good. I gotta hold into it, right? Because we just are holding up above levels and looking really, really fantastic actually as we speak at the minute. Like now we're breaking out for a new high. Okay, so I definitely want to see us get up towards there. What's in play looks like an Italy flag. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, it's all over the place.
Well,
this is go to. Yeah. What
there's my stop.
You got stopped. Yeah,
Yep.
it's great, moving very aggressively, bro.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore. This price action sucks. I am not interested in taking these trades anymore today.
Sure. Someone said the what's in play looks like a Italy flag.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
I've never seen it like this, and I'm assuming nobody else has. I mean, it's crazy.
What VWAP settings do you use? So I use the overnight VWAP, so the start of day VWAP. That would be from 6 p.m. Eastern time.
Do you want to show them here?
Yeah. Let me get my screen up here. There we go. So basically, I use 2 VWAPs predominantly on my execution chart, which is a 5-minute. I like the 5-minute, but I've got the overnight VWAP, and then I have the New York session open VWAP. So the open VWAP from 9:30 open, and then the overnight is from the session break, right? So that's my 2 VWAPs that I like. And as you can see, why I'm staying long bias today is we got a clear support level here at 350 that we've been rejecting off all of pre-market, and then we above the overnight. And then I got, for my first long that I took the long literally from here up towards the highs, took out 75%, and then got tagged on the rest. And then my second long, we still hold the opening range low and above VWAP, so I like that. So that's why I'm playing the longs here today. And then the actual settings of the VWAP, I mean, I'm just using the VWAP auto anchored. That's the overnight VWAP. You can get that on TradingView, and then the VWAP, the New York session VWAP is just the start of session VWAP. You can anchor it to like the 9:30 open like that, right? It's pretty easy. So yeah, that's the settings that I have on my chart. So I did say I was going for opening range high 520. I'm going to see if I can try and hold in towards that. We are getting, yeah. The video is breaking.
Wait, orb high is 513, right?
Yeah, I got it at orb high on NQ5, the 520s on that wick. 525, call it.
520s, yeah.
Yeah, 100%, Jim. So that, I mean, I actually was very nervous about taking the second long. I could see the shorts that André was speaking about, but he took it on ES because ES was looking a little bit more weak. But I could definitely see that rolling over. But I just was like, you know what? Let me just read it objectively. Okay, we're above my levels that I was watching here pre-market, and then and then we all were also above the VWAP. So I was like, I got to just stay in line with that.
Yeah.
I still think André took good trades. You know, you can't actually gauge a winning, gauging a trade on if it's a win or lose is actually a bad mindset to be in, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. There's not too much that I can do here relating to that.
Yeah.
Like, both of them were higher risk. That's what I was saying before. Also, this, like, if you look at the actual price action today, it's atrocious. Just a lot of choppiness, a lot of mostly chop, and then followed by explosive moves. Like, that's not fantastic to trade in for my style, but everyone has a different style. So there's no right way to do it. Like, this type of price action does not suit the way that I trade, especially because the IB high is formed first, and it looks like it's about to break the high as well, which is extremely unlikely to, that's like not very likely. So.
Use the VWAP suite. Yeah, and I use the VWAP suite. You can see it's over here. So yeah, VWAP suite over there. So yeah, we're above all of them, as you can see, above the weekly. Obviously, the weekly and the daily is going to be the same because it's a Monday. So that's not really too helpful. You just look at the daily and New York open, but you can see me trading above all of them. So yeah, that's actually exactly that. So we're still in this trade. I'm not on massive size on this because I took a win on the first trade, bro. So I just want to protect.
Yeah, of course.
Especially on a weird day like today, we haven't been seeing. It's been weird price action. So
yeah.
Yeah, you can see NVDA now green on the day, 0.5%. YM's actually trying to bounce off of the lows too. We can see definitely like even on YM, you could see something like this where get the move back up to orb high. What's ES doing? Yes, also a little bit more choppy inside here, but I'd still think that we want to favor. I think we definitely come up to take the orb higher at 694 before maybe we roll over or anything like that.
Yeah. I think that this high is going to be taken, to be honest. Dude, this price action has been crazy recently, like today.
Yeah, it's been very difficult, bro.
Yeah, it's been definitely it doesn't suit my style at all. This is not an environment that suits my style at all.
Well, at least you know that most traders, I'm telling you now, a lot of traders have been getting smoked today.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't do super well today, but it doesn't suit my style, and yeah, it's just not ideal for my trading. But yeah, I would expect 525 to break here, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, 525 is all high. Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting this move here, but it's just like doesn't seem to have any follow through. It's just kind of consolidating in this area right now.
I definitely think we get up to orb high though. That's 525, correct.
Yeah.
Also, we've had great 15-minute closes as well.
Whoa.
There we go. Full out. Boom.
There it is.
Yes, sir. Okay, I'm full out, guys. Yeah, 2 wins. I'll take it.
Yeah, there you go. NVIDIA pushing, Meta well off of the low of day. Google's pushing too. Beautiful trades today, dude.
Thank you, sir. Think about VWAP or low as well. Using it. So I always do this after my trade, like just put in notes, using it as support. And I'll tell you why, like this helps me so much. I know some people are like, oh, you don't need to journal and everything like that. For me personally, I'm not a big fan of like, you don't need to put Shakespeare in your journal, just simple notes. But like if you look over here, like this is I got this PC end of 2020, bro. And look at all the markups that I have saved. This is what it takes.
Great, dude.
Yeah, like this is what it takes if you want to make trading your full-time income. Like look at this, bro. It's from every single month over the last 6 years. You have to do it. You can maybe make money without doing it, but I think it's just helped me accelerate going towards scaling up and going towards the next level of my trading. So I think you always have to be doing it because you learn from, okay, that was a good trade and a loss. Maybe this is one or two things I could look for it in the next time and so forth. You can always find confluences, etc. So yeah.
What a move here. The thing that
it's good.
Let me pull up my screen one sec. So looking at this, let me just hide this. I'm going to hide this. Looking at this price action here, to be honest, what I was expecting only after the IB formed was because the high formed first, the low formed second, there was a red opening candle. I was expecting this move, but to the downside. So sometimes when I see consolidation like this, I'm expecting a breakout of that consolidation with like some continuation. To be honest, I was expecting this move. Like if you took these 4 candles and made them red and put it to the downside, this is what I was expecting to happen. And if you look, I just asked edgeful AI, you guys can do this too. Can you look at the day? So I put ES and NQ, the IB reports into edgeful AI. You just click over here, analyze reports. You put both of them here. Can you look at the days where the IB high formed first on ES and NQ, and the first break was the IB high? Make a table breakdown. This is not the table that I wanted, but okay. But pretty much I was expecting this move to happen to the downside. Now, the outside days, the gap fill report, or the outside days in the gap fill report were pointing long. The IB and opening candle continuation and IB by rejection are pointing short. That's why our what's in play, which I'll pull up in a second, looked like the Italian flag. Everything was split into thirds. So today I was on the wrong side of that trade. I was expecting it to happen on the downside. James was on the right side of the trade. So you got both sides of the coin today. Like, I'm totally fine to be wrong here. It's not the end of the world. But that was the logic that I was using. Was I was expecting a move to the downside because the IB stats, the opening candle continuation stats, the IB by rejection. And the point is that you don't blow your account on the days where you're wrong. You just continue to show up on the days where your setup is forming. Now, to be honest, this wasn't the highest quality setup that I really like to take, but because I don't like this type of price action, like consolidation and then like an explosive move in a certain direction. But yeah. All right.
Yeah.
This is not the table I want.
Any questions in the chat, guys, so far, though? Any other questions? Okay, questions in the chat. Yeah. Yeah, so you can see on those 2 trades. I'll get it up now.
NVIDIA's up almost 1%, which is crazy.
Yeah. That was also what was helping me stay focused on keeping the non-biased. Yeah, so on those 2 trades, André, I got the $3,800.
Beautiful.
Yeah. But yeah, nice. I'll take it to start the week. I've got a payout coming after stream here. I can probably take it in an hour after stream or so, and then yeah, we keep going.
Yeah, bro.
What are the chances of MNQ taking previous day's lows? Previous day's lows, well, probably quite high right now because previous day's lows will be at 600 and be 40 points away from it. So I'd say pretty high.
All right, guys. See my screen? Make it bigger. It's very unlikely, as you can see here, the high breaking. So this is a table filtered only for the days where the high is formed first. The high breaks first on NQ 15% of the time, on ES 11% of the time. And I probably will not be taking any more trades today. But what happened today, the IB high was formed first. You can use the initial balance indicator. The way you get access to that is right over here in your left sidebar. If you're an edgeful subscriber, you get the indicators for free. You can see right here, the formed first was the high on NQ, formed first was the high on ES. And then you're looking here at the break stats, and I'm not really super interested in this long move. That was the logic that I was using. So was I wrong today? Yes. But do I think that my trade was a solid high probability trade? Also, yes. So that's fine, right? The way that I like to think about it is Michael Jordan with an open layup is going to miss sometimes. Now, I'm not saying this setup was a Michael Jordan setup. Obviously, it was not. But it was definitely not a Michael Jordan setup. But like any NBA player, any basketball player, there's going to be days where there's an open layup and they miss. That's the same concept. Like it's not completely unreasonable to take a setup where you know that the odds are in your favor, but it just doesn't work. It's totally fine, right? You just want to make sure that you don't torture your account on these days because you see whatever 80-something% in the past does not mean it's going to happen today. Just to be clear. Yeah, exactly, Bobby. The IB strat showed. I'm going to take it when it presents. Took a loss. Same. So it's fine. We've had a pretty good track record on stream, dude.
Yeah. I also want to, again, I never claim to be the world's best trader, but I know how to make money long term. So does André. I want you just to go back and listen to the stream. Look how calm André was in his trades, even when he was losing, as well as me. Like both of us, we never were like, oh shit, it's just like calm. Okay, cool. I'm scratching here. We're not getting overexcited, and we're keeping it as trying to be as clear thought process as possible. We're not trying to, overcomplicate anything. We're not flipping bias left, right, and center either.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, it's important. Like, it's important.
I think if you can keep your composure when you're taking losses, that's a hallmark of a good trader, personally.
Yeah, I mean, that's why when I was in that short before, where was that? I was in the short before on ES, price dumped 10 points. I was up 2.5 points. And then I was like, we're chill. I'm not going to move my stops. I'm not going to do anything yet. Let's see how this plays out. And I ended up taking a loss. Like, yeah, of course, it would have been awesome if I moved my stop, but I didn't, because I know that the moment that I enter the trade, now I have an emotional attachment to that trade. So you need to be careful about what I like to do ideally is to have my rough stop and target set before I get in the trade, because the moment I'm in the trade, I know that I have money on the line and I know that my emotions are going to be kind of leading me. So the reason that when price came up and then back down, I wasn't like, okay, I'm going to move my stops to break even, was because I know that would be emotional, because I was watching NVDA push, and I was like, this long is kind of probably the way to go here. And I kept saying, this is probably going to be a loser, but I don't want to interfere with it, because if I cut it and it drops, I'm going to be pissed. So yeah.
Yeah, no, 100%. Just having a look at what markets are doing across the board. Yeah, I'd be careful of the longs up here. I wouldn't be looking to buy up at this level. It's just my own. And remember, I did also say that YM could also see opening range high. We didn't reach it right at the minute, but we're pretty close, right? We back up at 0.65. We're 50 points away. So again, like we could see across the board that like that ES and YM and that were dipping before maybe a potential move higher. That's why I also did like my NQ. But look, stocks are also turning green now. NVIDIA green on the day, Apple's break even, and Google up as well. So I wouldn't be looking for longs.
Oof, dude, look at NQ right now.
Yeah, 40 points off the highs there.
This is the worst. This is the worst, to be honest. Like when you see stuff like this is because you can be in such a good trade and like that one candle just completely destroys it. Like this is that would have been honestly a pretty solid long opportunity on NQ, going back to that IB high, looking to target that previous day's low, that outside days report. But like, is it a catalyst? I have no idea, because we can't, like, I don't think anybody has news that's that fast that you can see where you can enter on that move, because that was probably like 15 seconds total, that whole move down. But I mean, like, what do you do there? How many points is this candle? 47 point red candle in an instant. Like, what are you going to do with that? Like, I don't know. That's what happened here with a 100-point red candle here, another 100-point green candle here, 40-point red candle here. And like all these candles, if you look at them, they're all very small. And the majority of the moves are made in a smaller set of larger candles. I don't love that. I don't love this. Like, if you actually like look at there's so many small candles with a ton of wicks. If you look all over here, this whole area here is small candles with long wicks. Same thing here, same thing here, same thing here. Not really here, but like right over here. And then you look at the majority of the moves. Here's one candle, 55 points. One candle, 97 points. One candle, 100 points. Like a 100-point candle on NQ, a 1-minute candle is crazy. Like, even, I mean, for any situation, it's crazy. But then here, there's one candle that's 45 points, another one that's another 45 points. Like, a very few number of candles are making up the majority of the moves today, and the rest is just consolidation. On a 1-minute chart, obviously. But even on a 1 minute, it's still rare.
Yeah, no, of course. So it's I mean, you just have to go with wider stops. That's why I like the 100-point stop today. I mean, we had 1 minute bars with massive movement. So yeah. Yeah, guys. So what are you seeing for the next opportunity? Trev, I would say personally right now, where we're sitting at the moment, I would say best to probably sit on your hands and wait for I think that you could probably see something like this, Trev. You could maybe see something like this to end the day, where you get maybe a pullback like that and then the move higher. But I would be still very wary of longing it up above, I would even say above 500. I'd rather wait for a dip back down into like the 500 level, and then you buy it at or near as close to 500 as possible. You could even see like basic support and resistance if you want to look at it like that. The way we've got a resistance level here, maybe a pullback into it like that. Now, I don't use it like that all per se, but that's what I'll be looking for, a pullback into that VWAP before looking for longs.
Yep. By the way, guys, wherever you're watching, just remember to either subscribe or to follow wherever you're watching. This is probably the only trading stream that gives you data while they're streaming. It's not always me, it's not always James, but we have Zinc, we have James. We're going to be getting some more guests on here too. So make sure to follow and subscribe wherever you're watching. But I think it's a good spot to wrap it up here.
Yeah.
The IB failed me. Yeah, Zinc, I know, me too. Yeah, it failed me too, Zinc, so don't worry. Unfortunate, but it happens. So I think we're good to wrap it up here. I hope everyone has a great day. Please don't try to force anything else. The price action has been super choppy. James caught 2 beautiful winners today. I took 2 losers, unfortunately. But overall, I think our track record on stream has been honestly like shockingly better than I would have expected. Since we started, when did we start? Like,
we started like October, bro. October, November.
October, yeah.
November. I think I've had 2 losing days on stream.
I think this is my 3rd one.
Yeah. So,
I mean,
we've streamed quite, like we've streamed every week, twice a week, and now obviously, also good news. I'll be on streams Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, as well as Monday. So every single day except Tuesday as well. So make sure to tune in at the open, and we'll see you guys all there. If you got any questions in that, always feel free to put in the chat. As always, make sure to go subscribe, and we'll see you guys all on. Well, André will be on tomorrow, but I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Again,
Yeah.
also we have pre-market prep as well. If you join the Discord, all the live streaming schedule is there in the Discord as well to make
Yeah.
sure you don't miss it. So, yeah, have a good one, guys. We'll see you all on tomorrow. Cheers.